everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Hello. I am angry. I am very angry. And of course, she made sure to warn me. She made sure to warn me that she was going to be out of the office so that once this was downloaded and I realized the freaking scam that they just pulled, that I wasn't going to be able to instantly call and yell. This entire fucking thing is muted. It's muted. I opened it from the file, like from the folder before extracting it. And I thought, okay, maybe it's because it's not extracted or maybe something's like wrong. Something's weird. So I extracted it, put it in Clipchamp. No, there's no audio. I can't grab any audio to do anything with the freaking audio because there's no freaking audio. So they charged us very specific fees for things that didn't happen. Let's be so serious. Let's be so freaking serious. They charged us $167 extra for shit that didn't happen. This is the letter that they sent me earlier. I showed you guys this in the video that I posted earlier about this. A detective spent 90 minutes at $59.65 per hour for review and redaction of the requested records for a total of $89.48. Paralegals spent a total of 20 minutes at $39.20 per hour for review and redaction of the requested records and administrative tasks for a total of $13.07. And the city attorney spent 35 minutes on the request at $103.26 per hour, reviewing the records for exempt information and ensuring the redactions may comply. You spent 35 minutes watching a freaking muted video? Huh? I am so like, I don't even know what to think. I don't know what to say. I am so effing angry. No, it's not an error. It is not an error. But I will tell you that someone else also received these files today, and that person is trying to send me their version of this file, and we will see what that file does. We shall see what that file does. I don't even know what to think. I mean, I will try again. I really will. It took like 2 freaking hours. I will try again. Just for, you know, just in cases. There's no freaking audio. There's no freaking audio. There's no audio. So I sent an email. Let me show you the email that I sent because, you know, I don't care if you're not in the office. If I have something to tell you, I'm going to say it to you. So, I'm so freaking angry. Hold on, open this. Okay. I sent them this email. I'm so mad. I don't even know, like, I'm so freaking angry. Okay. Is there a reason why the entire file is muted? We were charged specific times for what was done per employee. This looks like y'all opened the file, hit mute, and re-downloaded it, charging us for 30 seconds of actual time. Please forward this to the city attorney as I need further explanation and need to set up a phone call with them because I will be recording it. I will be freaking recording the entire damn thing. I'd also like the name of the detective who goes over these redactions. Or do I need a FOIA for that information as well? It always just says detective. And if it's Blaker, you're full of shit, broski. You're full of shit. And it probably is Blaker. I've CC'd his ass on shit before and he never responds. I'm so freaking mad. Oh my God, I'm so mad. Okay. I'm going to try to calm down. Now, I will tell you, the screenshot in the thumbnail, I went directly to 156. Eric Gower's ass pulls into the neighborhood right at 156. At least there's a vehicle that pulls in right at 156. It is so blurry. Now, for those of you that have gone and actually grabbed the Google Drive files, the Google Drive files are the raw files. It is not the file that I up the volume and download in 4K. It is the original file that I extract when they send it to me through Zen2. What I do with the 4K download and the volume is the raw file that goes on YouTube. Okay. So any of you guys that have grabbed the Google Drive link and seen this can see this is a lot fuzzier. This is a lot fuzzier. So not only did they mute the entire thing, but they downgraded the quality. And for those of you that missed it, Amber, the FOIA officer chick or whatever, admitted to this being like the majority her fault for the whole like situation that happened. And now we have a whole new situation with the entire thing being muted. The entire thing being muted now. Thank you, Dago. Thank you. Thank you, Nerp. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Chris. And thank you for the gift of memberships, Jamie. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let me put these up on the thing. I'm so freaking angry. I'm so freaking angry. Okay. We are going to watch this. Watch for cars, see if we can see anything. My whole thing with this, and it really pisses me off, and I know they have to be listening in, and they're hearing what I'm saying, because how many times did I make it very... I'm grabbing my headphones. Grabbing my headphones for what? How many times did I make it very clear to these idiots over there that this was so important because this was going to give us a timeline for whenever Xana and Ethan got home. This was going to actually prove when everyone got home. This was like a really important timeline. You guys heard me emphasize to them how important this was. So in order for us not to be able to hear what we've been freaking trying to figure out the entire time, they muted it. My whole thing with this is that we're probably not going to see much going on in front that we want to see when it comes to people, because why the frick would they take that way when they have the little cut, the little steps in between the buildings that lead right into their parking area? Why would they go around? It was the noises. It was what we were trying to hear. The sound of Kaylee and Maddie getting out of the vehicle in order to gauge the sounds coming from the freaking parking lot area. How long? Well, hopefully we can tell how long Eric was there. It's going to be really difficult when you can't hear car doors and all the cars look like the same kind of blur. I'm like so pissed. I am so pissed. I don't even know really what to think. I don't. I'm so freaking mad. I'm so freaking mad. Okay. We can go ahead and get this started. I mean, I guess I can talk because it's not like it's going to freaking block anything. You're going to see me looking down for like a couple seconds in between, though, because I'm trying to get a pizza order for the boys real fast. I just cannot believe. After all of that, and then they still had the freaking audacity to charge us the extra money. And it's literally the principal, because regardless, obviously, it was getting paid for. That's what you guys funded it for, to get paid for. But my whole point is the principal. Like, I'm sorry. This is all y'all's fault. You freaking admitted that this is all your fault. So what? And the fact that the city clerk, and there's no freaking way that the higher ups in that damn office don't also understand the bullshit. I know those calls are freaking recorded. I know they're recorded. I said all the things in my video to the freaking city clerk. Everything you hear me say is legitimately what I'm freaking saying to them. They know that this has been so many problems. Oh my God, I'm so mad. I don't even know what to do anymore. This is so stupid. Oh, and on top of that, now we have some document stuff apparently supposed to come out. There was only like 2 documents this morning when we first saw the stuff. And now there's an order that is Judge Hippler saying like what's going to be released and what still has like simple redactions. So probably when we're done like going over this, I'll get that recorded and it'll probably be out tomorrow. I'm going to try to re-download this just to see if maybe it's an error. I just really highly doubt it, guys. I really just do. Okay, hold on. I got to get 2 different pizzas because one has to have pepperonis and the other one hates meat. God, my kids are spoiled. Like, for realios. They're, like, really freaking spoiled. Okay, okay, we're about at 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and start. Oh my God, I'm going to be missing everything. Oh my gosh, thank you, Dago. Thank you for the gift of memberships. Welcome, Dream. Thank you for the 2. Oh, you know what? Don't think I haven't been thinking about ordering in a margarita, because damn. This is so freaking crazy. Oh, thank you for the $4.99. Thank you for the $9.99. Yeah, I don't think it was either. They knew how important this was. Like, I should have I should have acted like it was just like not even like I just don't care. I just have a feeling that if I was like News Nation or Brian Inton or somebody with like some stature behind them, or let me just say a big bank account behind them, they wouldn't have done that. Because the rules that they gave me are the same rules like they always give. The same ones. And the ones that have something to do with the lawsuit that happened with the Laramies that the Chapins ended up piggybacking on doesn't have anything to do with this damn intersection. Speaking of intersection, Heather Fitzgerald sent me a link to a WSU website where they actually have all the footage that Gray Hughes is using now to say that, oh, yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, it isn't a different car. Yeah, it's not the same car. And guess what? It doesn't matter. So I was in the middle of getting all of that together whenever all of this insanity started. So thank you, Heather, for that, because we needed to look at all that stuff, too. And the documents. Oh, my God. It's going to be so freaking busy before Christmas. I swear to God. The 24th and 25th, I'm not like doing anything. So we're going to try to get all this stuff done by the end of the 23rd. I think we can. On top of that, while Ariel's here, we're going to do some reaction videos to the crazy shit coming out about Gypsy Rose because she cannot stand that chick. So those will be fun. Okay. Their pizza's ready to go. All right, guys. Thank you for the $9.99. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. 10 months, Ice Queen. 5 more, Dago. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining, Share. All right, you guys ready? This is so stupid. Yes, they muted the whole freaking thing, Chrissy. Whole freaking thing. Oh, no, I'm going to give y'all what the frick they gave me, and then, you know, there's no audio. I don't know. What you thinking I'm going to be able to, like, grab the audio? Like, what do you think the audio is going to magically appear? That's unfortunately not going to happen. They did this on purpose. I highly doubt this was an accident. Okay, let's get started. Now remember, this is 12:55 a.m. to 2:30. It ends at 2:30. I'm going to try to make it as big as I can. I'm going to write down timestamps that we see cars and stuff coming in. This is so annoying to like listen to this with no freaking sound. Like, I hate this so much. I hate this so much. Yeah, lawsuit. Like, this is stupid. Absolutely ignorant. I'm so mad. I should be able to, like, not miss color stuff. Thank you for the $1.99. Yeah, no joke. Definitely robbed MDP. Like, the audacity for them to charge us $167, like with the processing fee, $167. They literally pressed mute and then re-downloaded that hoe. That's all they did. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Ooh. Get one of my bone pins. This is so pathetic. Yeah, it's more than disgusting. I don't understand. But, you know, with Judge Hippler telling both sides, you know, come up with the false narrative about the IGG that you both can sleep with at night. Apparently, like, it just runs in that town. This freaking airplane has been running over my house all day. It's been on my ribs all day long. Some sort of pattern. I just can't believe this whole thing is going to be freaking silent. This is how it used to be when people would go to the movies. Okay, so there's something back there. It's going to be so hard to know what's going on. This is so stupid. See more headlights. I got bone pins. Got them on Amazon. But don't buy them because like half of them don't freaking work. I'm going to send this to my kid, my big kid, so that he knows to pay attention to the pizza. I cannot believe this is muted. This is so stupid. I feel so weird sitting here with nothing on my freaking face, like no headphones, no sound. Like, this is the weirdest feeling ever. See? Oh my God. Yeah. When y'all pull the Google Drive link, you'll see, especially like it is definite. Okay, let me keep the comment so I can see where I can position myself now. I don't want to block the door. Okay, the door's right here. Okay. This should work. This is so pathetic. I'm so mad. Like, how is mainstream? Somebody with mainstream better, like, ask about this. Like, seriously. Like, how much do you actually give two shits about all these interviews and all these people that you've talked about for forever if you don't care about what the hell is happening right now? The Idaho Statesman, somebody, I don't give a shit. Somebody better say something. This ain't about me. This isn't about me whatsoever. This is about this bullshit. I cannot believe this. This is so pathetic. Just complete freaking silence. Yeah, this is stupid. Yeah. Because it's nighttime. Yeah, this is like a security thing inside the car. I know, it makes no sense. Yeah, like, we're going to be able to see people moving around. Because, like, I was trying to see, like, is there any spot in this that has freaking audio? No, none of it. That's why I went ahead and put it in Clipchamp, because if there was any audio in it whatsoever, Clipchamp would have given me, like, an audio option at the very top of the bar on the side, the menu, and there wasn't. It's just like whenever I do, like, a screen recording, and it's, like, my camera, but I also have, like, the article that I'm reading, and there's no sound. There's never any audio to grab. It was like that. There's no freaking audio to grab. Okay, so here comes a car. What time is this? At 1 even. Look how freaking shitty this is, guys. Look how shitty this looks. They don't even want us to be able to see, like, the shape of the vehicles coming in, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is shit. That could be Gower. He was working all night. And he clocked out. Well, let's see if they actually, like, leave. He clocked out at 1:15 on his Uber app. So let's remember that. I need to go back to his thing and see when he actually, like, clocked, like, not clocked, but, like, stopped running for the day. Because I'm pretty freaking positive that he's in the later footage. There's another one. So at 1A in at 11:19, but then there's somebody, like, trying to come in but not coming in. You see the headlights over there? Over here. Headlights and a blinker. Or, like, what's happening right here? Because weren't those headlights there as this other car? Yeah, look right here. See, we should be hearing crackling rocks right now. Oh, God. I can't tell if that's I'm so angry about how, like you can tell, like, how much more pixelated it is just by the reflection on the top of this car of the light. Oh my God. They muted it and they downgraded it. I am so mad. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that freaking insane? With all the bullshit, they'll still have the fucking audacity to behave that way. Unbelievable. I might cuss more tonight than normal, guys. I'm just warning you now. Oh my God. Okay, that's definitely probably not the person that just took off. That's the person who just, like, pulled over right there. Okay, there's a walker. Damn, it's so bad. remember, we're hearing that Dylan thinks that she got home sometime between like 1 and 1:30, probably more like 1 and 15 and 1:30. So any one of these people could be Dylan, could be Lakeland, could be Xana, could be Ethan, could be Bethany, could be anybody. It's going to be so difficult to figure out. Okay, so this person just came from the blinking lights. Watch right here. I think they come from right here. Okay, so they come from, okay, person walking 10140. Oh my God. We thought the dumpster guy looked bad. Wait till Outcast gets this freaking video. Oh my God. It's way more ghosty. This is horrible quality. I'm so mad. Look at this shit. Oh my God. Now take note, because Enon Harsh pulls in, or at least Enon is claiming that the lights on Linda Lane at 126 is his vehicle. And he is claiming that there was some sort of like baller vehicle hanging out right here. And when I went back and watched the interviews that he did with Lana, where she pulled up the maps, it was this freaking corner that he's like, yep, that's the spot. And the only thing that's sitting right there at this point in time, 25 minutes before that would happen, is a dumpster and the same freaking SUV that's been chilling there the whole time. And that is no baller, nothing. And there's no way that he could have really seen much of the back of that vehicle. And it doesn't really look like it has dark tint and rims, because I can see through like the windshield right here where the reflection is going in. So unless it's way over here on this other side towards Taylor and not on this corner, we should be seeing something. But we'll see if something pulls in. Just keep that part in mind. See where the walker goes. Still walking. Still walking. They going into 1118. They walking past it. Stop in there. Looking at the blinking lights. Okay, they just went past it. This is such horrible quality. Oh my God, this is disgusting. So they're right here. This is so bad. They're stopped. There, it looks like their head looked that way a little bit, and then they went that way. So they went past 1118, going towards the one back there. What is that? 1120 something. Past 1118. These lights are still blinking. Blinker at Taylor. I feel like this is like on my nerves. Okay, so hold on. Another vehicle at 102 and what? It's so hard to tell when they're freaking pulling in because this blinky person is just like still sitting there. Okay, so this looks like maybe the cop patrol car. That's why they did it, bro. They did that because they don't want us to see the freaking cop patrol car. How much you want to bet that's why? Because this looks like it's it almost. Wait a minute. Is this the Domino's pizza delivery guy? There's something on the top. Heather, where are you at? This looks like the Domino's car. Now, you guys remember there was a lot of discrepancy about if Xana and Ethan actually did order the DoorDash, because there was like some pizza delivery stuff that was questionable, because there were some Venmos between them two that night, like for pizza. And then there was Domino's boxes in the back in the trash can on the back by on the patio by the slider. And then Heather found in Linda Lane where it looked like there was a car going around that had like a fin like the Domino's delivery people. I do not remember the timestamp right now. I'm going based off memory, because remember, for those who are going to complain that I'm talking, this is a reaction channel, so I'm going to run my mouth as much as I want to. This looks like it could be the Domino's car. It even looks like there's something on the side of it written. I feel like my ponytail is like not in the right corner that I like it. It's going to bother me. I might have to go like fix this. It looks like there's something on the top of the car, even though it's like hella blurry, these bastards. But it also looks like there's like darkness against the panel, like it could have something written on it. See? See right here? It does look like it has, it does. Oh yeah, look, the reflecting stuff. It has words on it. This is possibly Domino's from Linda Lane. And I'll put a question mark. See, half these freaking pins don't work. Don't buy them. Question mark, because this is possible. So as this maybe possibly Domino's car passes, this other one is still blinky at the corner. 102.56. Okay. Wow. That could be that car. right? I don't remember the timestamp, but we have the video. Oh, who's this? Okay, there's going to be a person that comes walking out from right here. This is coming from like the direction of King Road's parking lot. Right here. 10304. This is not coming from in between. This is coming from the King Road parking lot. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Okay. Okay, the person's at the thingy waiting for the food. All right. All right, you ready? Let's see who this is. This is crazy. There's a person right here. Can we tell? Short hair, hoodie, phone in their hand. Could it be the same guy that was just walking a second ago? Is this the same person? Did they just make like a circle? They got a little bit of like a limp thingy going on. I don't want to go. Let's see. I guess we can go all the way back. Let's see. 101. $44. Is it the same person? Oh shit. I need to remember this thing goes up 30 seconds. Okay, here's the person. This might be the same person. They might have just went in a whole circle for some freaking weird ass reason. Why would you go in a whole ass circle? I think this is the same human. I'm trying to see how they walk. Yep, it's the same person. Okay. This is the same human. Go back to where we were. Right here, as he comes out. This is the same person. So he goes in a circle. And Blinky Blink is still going on up there. I just realized the vehicle that's normally right here isn't there. I wonder when it pulls up. Okay, another car, 103 and 23 car in. Wild dude is walking still. So who is you, bro? Oh, is this the baller? Is this the baller SUV? Oh, is this the baller SUV? Look at this thing. It's like an elongated SUV right there. That's not a minivan. Is this baller right here? Look, the person just went back. Look, the person pulls in. This person's going to walk this way. This thing is going to pull in, and the shadow is going to walk back towards the SUV. This might be baller SUV. Right her. See, the person's going back. Did Enon freaking walk home? No, he's supposed to be in his car. We should see it like 125 or 124. Headlights. I wonder if this is baller. Now the person's walking away. Did they just get directions to someone's house? Is this baller SUV? Ooh, baller, are you about to park? This is so hard to see. No, baller's leaving. That's not it. Oh, when did the blinky blink stop? Hold on a minute. We stopped when the blinky blink stopped. Is this the person that was blinking? Is this the person that was blinking? This is Blinky Blink? It's Blinky Blink. So this person right here was lost. Large white SUV. Obviously, because they're asking this person for some sort of directions. It looks light colored. Okay, there goes person. Person leaves. Oh no, there's still a blinker. Oh, they're leaving with the blinker. Okay, so at 12:12 they're at 4:12 they're actually out of there. 104:12 they're out of there. And the walker person, where'd the walker guy go? Like, did he leave? Did he go the same direction that he came from? Yeah. So what the frick, dude? What a weirdo. I don't understand what he's doing. Just aimlessly walking in a circle? Aimlessly walking in a circle. You're a weirdo, bro. Text my kid. Updates. Oh. Someone else pulling in. 10441 in. Oh, is that the same vehicle? Is that the same vehicle turning around again? This might be baller, bro. Look at the corner they're sitting at. This might be baller. This might be Enon's baller SUV. I want to just keep saying that until like 126. Somebody just got out of it. Multiple people? Is this not baller SUV? Is this like a ride share? Okay, so dropped off 3 people. It can't be the same vehicle then. Drops off 3. And they go past it to the end of the cul-de-sac. Okay. God, I cannot believe the quality, guys. The fact that these damn cars are so disgustingly blurry. I'm getting so mad. I'm getting so mad. Just wow. And I don't know who these people are, because I know that Jack Ducor and them were picked up, but that was like, I think he left like 10 minutes after Kaylee and Maddie did. So we're not even anywhere near that yet. We should see them getting dropped off, but that's going to be, I kind of wonder if they all got dropped off at the same time. I've always kind of wondered that. Like, as Eric pulled in at 156 to drop off Kaylee and Maddie, if they were at the grub truck for like a little over 10 minutes and Jack got picked up a little over 10 minutes after they left, did they meet up at the same time? Like, did they actually get home at the same time? I've always been curious about that. Is that somebody else? No, that's the blinker for that person leaving. Okay. At least people are driving safe and using blinkers. That's good to know. What is bright as shit? Oh, that's because somebody's coming from right here. Okay, who is you? Is that Domino's? That looks like it could be Domino's. That's Domino's. I'm just going to say it's Domino's because, damn it, it's Domino's. And see, like, I'm putting them all together, and then I'm going to end up going in through like all of these and like putting them in the videos themselves just to like kind of keep track of everything and see if we can cross-track the vehicles. Because this is the kind of in-depth stuff that the cops should have been doing. I'm just saying. 1557, it leaves. It's out. That's crazy. I cannot believe how messed up that thing is. Should we like speed it up a little bit? It only lets me do it at 1.5. I feel like that's too fast. Let's see. Tell me. Okay, I have it sped up to 1.5 because we can't hear anything. So if you guys think it's too fast, let me know and I'll drop it back down to normal. I can't change it to like 1.25, which is what I really wanted. Not on my thing. But I feel like we probably should be able to still see stuff. Let me know if it feels like it's too fast. Yeah, like I feel like it's fast enough to where we're not going to be sitting here for as long, but it's also like slow enough where we can still see to stop it. This is the like least amount of non-movement that we've had the whole time. Did it just like start speeding up faster? I feel like it just went faster than what I have it set on for a second. I'm really curious as to what else we'd be hearing right now because, guys, this goes all the way to 230, meaning that even the 227 scream that they were so just fine with us hearing in the other stuff is also completely muted. It goes all the way to 230, completely muted. So we can't hear what happened leading up to that scream, except for the 2 minutes we already have. It's wild as fuck. Okay, so something white right here. Okay, let's see who this is. Like 11036. Oh, no, we got to slow it down when a car comes in. Because even though it's like freaking blurry as shit, I want to try to see if we can try to see something. Okay, here it comes. Unbelievable. I cannot believe the bullshit quality they put in here. Wow, it's like a ghost car. Like, come on, until it gets right underneath the light. Okay, that's like an SUV. That's either an SUV or a van, some sort of van. And it goes past 1119 into the cul-de-sac. I cannot believe this quality. This pisses me off. Is this the same white truck that ends up at the end here later? It looks the same. Oh. Same car? Backing out? Okay. Probably some sort of driver. Is that the one from earlier? I'll go and do all that stuff later. I'll cross-reference them whenever I do the edits. But I wonder if that's the same one that came in earlier that did the 3-point turn already. Oh, thank you for the super sticker. Welcome, Katie. Thank you for the 5 shadow. Yeah, it's stupid. I mean, there wouldn't be so much secrecy if they had their dude. This is absolutely insane. Thank you for the 5 ice queen. I don't understand it, especially since all this is supposed to be is like proof everyone got home when they're telling us they got home. So what's the problem? Why are we not allowed to see that? Oh, because they've lied about literally everything else. I don't know how Ann Taylor didn't actually get the PCA thrown out. Do you guys realize that the footage of the white Hyundai Elantra leaving WSU, if you go and you look at the self-authenticating records of the addresses and the camera spots that they were going to actually put in at trial, they don't have it in there. So they were going to magically have him at his apartment and then plop him into Indian Hills and not even submit the cameras that have a car leaving WSU because they have that 7-minute gap. Remember the 7 minutes that we learned about in court? Look, there's a person walking. We're going to go over that footage. Thank you, Heather, for sending me that link and showing me where that's at because we're going to go through all that. They weren't even going to submit his car leaving town. How the hell are you just going to teleport somebody and not show how the frick they got there? Isn't that crazy? Where's this person come from? Whoo, out of the shadows of hell. Okay, so right here is the person. Let's see if we can see anything moving, because you really can only tell when it's this like cracked out if you can see like shadows in front of the lights. Let's go back like 20 seconds and see if we can see someone walking from this way, like in front of the lights and stuff, because it is so bad. I'm waiting. Oh, right here. Yep, I'm starting to see it. Right here. So I'll just put 112 and 35. Another walker. I wonder if it's the same weirdo going in circles. Oh, they're stopped right there. Is he going into 119? Into 119. How bad is this quality? Holy shit. Holy shit, it's so bad. Thank you for the gifted memberships, Soft Touch Productions. I appreciate that. Thank you. Congratulations to those who get those memberships. I cannot believe. Okay, here's another vehicle at 113 and 17. Oh. But as soon as their vehicle pulled in, I think the pizza's her. Y'all. Okay, so this is the vehicle that pops right there. This is the truck that drives in right here. Okay, so this is the truck at 1112. Two people, both sides opening doors. Hanging out for a minute. Still there. A little Prius just dropped off our pizza. That's creepy, bro. And it's blue. Ah! Did Eric move to Texas? Oh, that's scary. I was not expecting to see a blue Prius dropping off my pizza. Are they still in the car? Did I miss something? Let me go back. Okay, so lights. They were going to get out and then decided not to? He just lit something? Are they smoking something in the car before they go in the house? Maybe a cigarette? Somebody just lit something in the back? Multiple lighters are going off right now. Jesus. Jeez, they must all be smoking. Let me call my child so he'll go get the pizza. I'm just going to mute my microphone. Never mind, I hear plates. Yeah, they're lighting stuff in the car. Right there. Oh, maybe he's doing dishes instead of grabbing plates. Hold on. Okay, so these are the 11-12 girls. Is this a dude right here in the back? No, that's a chick. Looks like they're all girls. Got out the truck. Unless this is a dude. No, that's a chick. No, that's a chick. Yeah, it looks like they're all female. And now they're inside. So they stayed in there for like 3 minutes. Oh, thank you for the gifted memberships, Ice Queen. Thank you, thank you. Maybe that was kind of strange. Like, just, I mean, you never have to relight your cigarette, really. But that was really fast, right? That was like super quick. And I mean, honestly, it wouldn't even surprise me anymore. There's a guy that it was going viral last week. He's like this like chiseled out preppy boy looking dude. And he's sitting there doing an interview and admitting that he like microdoses that because it helps him like stay like at a certain weight and all this crazy shit. I'm like, yeah, it sure does, doesn't it? You freaking weirdo. And he's just like admitting it like it's no big deal. Like, you're out of your freaking mind. You even like no idea what it's going to end up actually doing to your body. You're freaking stupid. Give me 1 second. Is there something in the window? Just somebody inside of it. I can't stand not hearing any noises. So crazy. I know it feels weird as shit, right? It does. It feels weird. I'm going to speed it up again until somebody else pulls up or we see something. So now it's at 1.5. Now, I am going to download this as a 4K file for when I upload it to YouTube tomorrow. So let's just hope that maybe it improves it, but I don't think it does. If it's not 4K, I don't know if downloading it in 4K helps it. I just know that they had to have done something here because, I mean, I looked at all the files, straight out the folders. They were not this bad. They are doing a lot in there. Taking pictures, walking around in front of lights. They might even have some, like, I know they have like black lights and stuff in there. They probably have like strobe lights and all kind of other shit. It's just as much of a party house as everything else. Okay, guys. We are like 4 to 6 minutes before Enon Harsh pulls in, according to him. Again, in lives where people have pulled up Linda Lane. Oh, there's a human. where people have pulled up Linda Lane and showed him the headlights. He says that it's his vehicle at 1:26. Let me make sure, because I wrote it the frick down. $126. And he says, oh, yeah, that's me. Yep, that's me. So we should see him pulling in between like 124 and 126. And we should be seeing a baller vehicle right here. And again, I'm going to put all my clips together I have about him. But if you just go to like the interview he did on Lana's channel where she pulls up the map, I think it's the one that she did in March of 2023. She pulls up the map and he literally points to this corner right here where this damn dumpster is. So let's just see, because I don't see no baller SUV pulling in just yet. Oh, there's the human. Okay, so let's see if we can see them walking from this direction. I'm sure we can. I'm sorry if I'm messing with my hair a lot. It's just like really bothering me right now. Like I feel like this is like little strains right here, like on my nerves. This feels like it's in the wrong like part. Like I feel like it's just like annoying me. I might have to like get off the camera and get my hat or something, because something's it's just on my face and it's getting on my nerves. I saw it right here. Okay, so this person is going to walk in at what? 121 and like 0 even. Where are you going? Into 11:19. Plus, I also think it's because I think like I should be having headphones on, and so like I have like phantom weirdness happening right here, guys. Like I'm not even kidding. Something about no audio on this shit is like really messing me up. Maybe having this on my maybe my sensory hat will help. I don't know what's happening. Everything just feels like it's weird. Yeah, the human went into 11:19. And it's still at 1.5 speed. Is there somebody right here? No. It is helping a little. Yeah, there's a lot of movement at 11:19. Oh. Slow it down. There's a vehicle. Oh, it's already at 1x. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on now. This looks like a little big. Is that a truck? 122 and 30. Yeah, white truck. That must be the, is that white truck that pulls in that way? I'm still fucking with my hair. Okay, what you doing, white truck? Yeah, that could be him. That pulls in right here and parks. It's still not a baller SUV, and we have like a minute to 2 minutes left before Enon Harsh pulls in. Or at least according to him. Yeah, that's the truck. This truck ends up being there all night. The person that gets out of this truck in the earlier morning hours, we see him coming out of the house in a blue jacket, and then some older people that look like they could be parents of the guy or parents of somebody in that house. They pull up and they park over here for a little while, and we see them like interacting, loading up Rubbermaids. It's probably their clothes, their college people. But yeah, it's this guy. He was in a blue jacket. Parks at 11:18. I don't see no baller SUV, broskies. Look how freaking blurry this guy is. And we know how clear he looks when he's on the camera. Okay, so he's going to go around to the front door, it looks like. Or like the other door. Because when he comes out in the daytime hours, he comes out of this door right here. This is crazy. I cannot believe it's muted. This makes me so mad. There's a lot of people moving around in 1119. Somebody said there's like 11. Is there like 11 bedrooms, 11 separate spaces at 1119? I think somebody said that to me a couple of different times in like the chats and stuff. That's crazy if that thing is separated that much. This really did not help at all. My hair feels like it's just like got some static. I think that's what it is. It feels like it's like clinging to me. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, headlights. 125 and 20. Really light lights? Are you gonna like, what was that? Was it like, what was that? I haven't seen anybody's brake lights do that before, so what was that? 125 and what? Oh, I stopped it. Stupid. Okay. 125 and... Did I go the wrong way? No, it's right there. Oh, it's this light right here. No, I saw something different. There it is right there. 125 and 17. What is that? Because it's like really light. And there's no vehicle. So what was that? Okay, well, the headlights went that way and now went this way. What is happening? Somebody turning around maybe? That went on for like 30 seconds. That was weird. That was weird. Okay, so we're at 126 and there's headlights that look like a vehicle is pulling in and like driving around the Linda Lane parking lot at 126. I've watched it be shown to Enon and I've watched him say, yes, that's me, but where is a vehicle? We still have some seconds. We haven't had a vehicle pull in that would end up over there. And remember, this is the only way in and out. Vehicle-wise. You can walk in a million different ways. But with a vehicle, you can only drive in and out to get to the Linda Lane area from right here, from that one specific camera. Holy shit. So there's like not a car going to pull in at 126? We are officially at 127. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to have to see like when a car pulls in at this time frame. Like what? Shouldn't there be a car at least pull in right here? That's crazy. I keep seeing something right here, and I know it's probably the light from inside of this window, but it makes it look like there's movement outside of it. But I haven't seen anybody walk that way. Somebody go check Linda Lane. Make sure it's 126. Because I don't want to get off of this and then like miss it. I guess I could just like go back and forth fast. Run. Go this way. Unbelievable. Ah! I just see movement inside of that house. Okay, hold on. Let me watch this in silence on Linda Lane real quick to make sure I actually see the headlights that they showed him. I watched him react to this on a panel that had that stupid blonde idiot Frank guy on it, and then Willie was also on the panel. And I watched them react to this together and him say, yeah, that's my car. And it was right at 126. Okay, I'm making sure I don't miss anything over here. I'm looking for headlights. Miss anything? No. Okay, so I'm at 126 on Linda Lane. And I'm going to let the whole minute run through. I have the video saved. I actually didn't watch it from Frank's channel because I refuse. I watched Lena's reaction to it. There's a car! Okay, halt in the name of halting. Okay. This car on Linda Lane is not coming from driving into the neighborhood. This car on Linda Lane is coming from somewhere the hell else. Because there is a car on Linda Lane. We're pausing this one for a hot minute. There is a car in Linda Lane at 126 that makes the rounds. Look at this shit. I'm at 126.14. See, there was just headlights. Let me hold on, go back. Oh, that's too much. Come on, man. Okay, we're at 24. Make this bigger. Let's speed it up 1.25, 1.5. I'm really messed up. But watch, there's going to be headlights that come in at 126, and that's the car that Enon is saying is his vehicle. So if that's his vehicle at 126, then why do we not see a vehicle pulling in to the parking, to the area? Why do we not see a vehicle pulling in right before this? Voices. Headlights, but where are they coming from? Where did those just come from? I can hear a vehicle. I hear tires like turning. So Enon is telling people in this interview that this is his vehicle doing this right here. Like, I'm not bullshitting, bro. That's what he freaking tells Lana. I mean, that's what he tells Frank in the interview that he does. They look at it with Willie on the freaking panel. And he says, yeah, oh my God, I don't know how you can tell anything, but yeah, that's sure me. So now we're at 129 on the 1112 cameras. We have not seen anyone pull in order for the headlights on Linda Lane to be from a vehicle pulling into the neighborhood, meaning whatever those headlights are either coming from the other way or they're coming from like somebody who's already in that area that did not just pull into the neighborhood. And notice there's no freaking baller SUV. So Enon is definitely not being honest. Right, but he's telling Frank in the interview that the Linda Lane lights at 126 are his vehicle. That's what he's saying. And that's the time frame that he's claiming that he got home. I bet. I don't know who this channel is, but I'm going to go ahead and like say it very, like, I'm going to tell you right now. This person created this account the same day that we went live to talk about the Idaho 4 case, and I started questioning Enon Harsh. So I don't know who this person is, but their account was a whole like 5 minutes old by the time they put their first comment on my channel. I don't know who they are, but I'm just pointing that out because they keep saying a lot of things, especially whenever it comes to Enon and only Enon, and I find it very curious. But let's just go ahead and continue. I find it interesting that we're not seeing what we're being told we would see here. It's actually pretty crazy. I've wondered if the stuff with Linda Lane was like messed up. I've wondered about that for a while. Let's slow this down to normal. So this chick is going to come out and do what? Look how fast that looked. I didn't speed that up. Watch this. It's at regular speed. She wasn't running. It made her look like that. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Are you Doc? Because that's the only other option. That's the only other option I've got. If you're not Enon and you're not Doc, which I'm not probably going to believe you either way. I'm just saying. Okay, so there's a car. So this chick just walked out and went where? This is also the segment of time, like in the 5-minute segments that they put together and then they act crazy for like the first few seconds. But this didn't come to me in the segments. This came to me like as it is. That's why we're watching it all jacked up, because I didn't put them together and download it in 4K. Oh, so she's walking. Oh, look at this. Okay, so walk out of 1112 and goes to cul-de-sac as car pulls in. Light colored. Oh, is that the cop car? That looks like the cop car. That looks like the Banfield cop car. This freaking, yeah, look, there's the angle in the window. That angle in the window always pisses me off because it's the freaking angle of SV1. I'm telling you right now, they chased their own freaking cop car, these dumb bricks. This is the same car. I don't give a shit. 130 and 24. They're coming into the neighborhood. I still was, baller SUV. Shadowing. Let's see how long it takes for the cop car to leave. Some more lights. Are they leaving now? Yeah, see, like you can't tell us on a freaking patrol, bro. Are they going to turn down King? Nope. Okay, well, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Unless that chick walked that way and that was a deal and she has to walk down there because that's where they meet up because of this camera. If she walks back to the house this way, I'm going to just assume that was a dealio. Let's see what she does. Because that car just walked out, just took off. She's probably like, I got a camera, bro. You got to meet me down the street. Let's put it at 1.5. No, maybe not. That's interesting. It looked like the silver car. It had the angle. I bet you anything that was still the police car. I want all of that stuff. I want all of that, especially since they're claiming that as they were driving around at some point, they saw people walking like, either to or away from King Road, right? I can't remember exactly. But it was like multiple people. At least one of them was blonde, some shit like that. Okay, 132.05. Car in. Down King. Ooh, that was kind of fast. This is slowed down. Isn't it normal now? Yeah. This person goes pretty fast. Like so quick. Dark color. That's really all I can tell. That could be Enon, I guess. But there was no baller SUV that would have gotten his attention and made him act like a psychopath about, if that was him. Yenner. Was that headlights from something else? Hold on a second. I guess maybe it could be like the brake lights. Brake lights, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to make me mad because, like, we're not going to be able to hear Maddie and Bethany outside with the dog. Like, if we see Murphy running around, I'll be really shocked. Let me speed this back up. to 1.5. Whew. This is so crazy. Yeah. Dylan should be home right about now. Like at this point, Dylan and Bethany should both be home. That's why we have to I'm going to be going back in and cross-referencing the vehicles. But I haven't seen anyone do anything, but we also know they walked. But we haven't seen anyone come this way. That's why I said they have that those steps right there at the in between the apartments that we saw Hunter Chapin walk up on. If they have that, why the frick would they walk in front of the cameras? That's going all the way around for no reason. Why not take the shortcut? So them doing this, they did it on purpose because we would have been able to hear them walking in the rocks and shit. I'm telling you now, we would have been able to hear. And you'd think okay, cool. They want the timestamp that's going to show that we at least have the times of everyone else getting home, right? You can't even let us have that. Eventually, they're going to have to release this unredacted. These were grown ass freaking adults. Okay, there is no reason whatsoever for this to not have any sound. Even right now, what would we be hearing? There's no cars. There's nobody walking. Why is it muted? It's so it really is just the most frustrating shit. It really is the most frustrating shit. Well, thank you for the gift of membership, Kimberly. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, She Beast. 126 not available at Linda Lane dumpster. So on the Linda Lane 4 camera, I didn't even look at that. That's something else we probably need to try to get. I don't even know if it's worth it anymore with their bullshit, bro. Until they do something to where they have to actually release these files with no redactions, I don't know what else to do. Interviews maybe, but not I don't even know what to think about this kind of shit. I want to look for other addresses, like I said, but this is so freaking sketchy. All right, somebody's walking out of 1119. Or at least the door is open. Maybe they're smoking or something. I wish we could hear what was going on. This is so frustrating. Yeah, they must be just smoking at the door. Oh, wait. I think I saw a cat shadow. Right here, you're going to see something come across. It looks like it's probably a cat. Or, you know what? Could it be? No, it's a cat. Because remember, Dylan also is claiming that when she got home, she let Murphy out to go to the bathroom. Which I do find, oh, you know what? You know what? That's wild too. She did say that shit. She said that in an interview, that she let the dog out to go to the bathroom when she got home. So then why the frick did Bethany and Maddie take him out again less than an hour later? That don't really make no sense. That don't really make no sense. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, door's finally shut. No idea if anything was being said or... Okay, vehicle at 137. 22. Car in. That almost looks like Eric's car. It is at regular speed. Could be Eric dropping somebody else off. Lights. Guess the car's turning around. Going slow. You parking there? It looks like Eric's Prius. I don't remember if his report said that he picked somebody up before he went to pick up the girls or not, because he's about to get a message from Kaylee. Let me see if I can pull up the document real quick. Yeah, they look like they're waiting to pick up someone. Yeah, look. Multiple people are coming out of 1119. Where's the timestamp for the message? I think I have it on my log. Yeah, Dylan got home. Oh, it was okay. I have a spreadsheet of a bunch of like timestamps that I put together, and 1:05 a.m. is the possible Domino's delivery car seen on Linda Lane. So that is that's the car. That's the car we saw. So that would kind of tell me though that it probably didn't deliver at 11:22 unless they got lost, because there would have been no reason for them to go all the way back there in order to deliver at 11:22. But at least we know that we are not seeing things. It really is. So that's okay. Oh my God, that timing is okay. Stop for a second. That timing actually makes the situation with Enon even more suspicious, because it says 1:05 for the Domino's car. We saw the Domino's car come in. We saw the Domino's car leave at 1:05. They came in at 1:02 and they left. Or no, actually it's off by like 3 minutes then. It's off by 3 minutes. Or it took them 3 minutes. 1:02:38, the Domino's car pulls into 11:12. And at 1:05, it shows up on Linda Lane. So they were in the area for 3 minutes. Okay. That's going to help put some of it together. And when it comes to right now, at 1:39, they are just about to walk across the street. Kaylee and Maddie are just about to walk across the street and step up on the curb to the grub truck in about 30 seconds. So I wonder if this is Eric Gower. And that looks like a freaking Prius, bro. Look at the back end of it. See the curvature? Oh, yeah. That's Eric. That's Gower. I'll bet you freaking $20 that's Gower. That's got to be Gower. And they leave at 39:26. That's got to be him. You know, well, we know he uses his blinker. It's at 1:50, or 1:50 is like the time that I have right here. I think it's closer to 1:51. They actually get in the car with him. But she texts him like around this time. It's like around this time. Because he gets there at like 49 and they get in at like 50 to 51. And then literally right at 1:56 on the dot, you're going to see a car pull in. So in 16 minutes even, you're going to see a car pull in right as it hits 1:56 and hit that curve. And that's supposed to be Eric Gower. But at this point in time, no, Bethany should be home. And considering that Lakeland is claiming that she left and walked out of the house but never saw Maddie and Kaylee, and that it's about 15 minutes for her to get home and she never saw them, this would also maybe be around the time from here until like maybe like 2 minutes or so before 1:56 would be around the time that Lakeland would have started going home, according to the reports. So right about now, they are home. All together watching Vampire Diaries. That's what should be happening right now. Thank you for the $3. Knock, knock. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, yeah, they should be watching Vampire Diaries right now. This is so insane. Bethany, Dylan, and Lakeland are home, yeah. Because Lakeland was there up until like a few minutes before the girls got there, because she claims that she didn't see them get there when she walked out. Like, this is the point where they are like all watching Vampire Diaries before they get back. I'm not sure where Lakeland lives. But I know it said something about a 15-minute walk or some shit like that. Yeah, Enon needs to like clarify his statements, because there was definitely no vehicle that pulled in at the time frame that he's claiming. And his verification for pulling in around like 126 was like a FaceTime call. So that tells me that he's claiming that he was on some sort of FaceTime call with somebody as he was pulling in, and that's where he's getting his validation and verification for the timestamp he got home. I listened to a lot of details. We should have seen a vehicle. Unless he pulled in like way before that and parked somewhere while he was like on the phone to get like better reception or whatever. And then it is his freaking lights at 126, but he pulled in way before that. There's no other explanation for that. Honestly, I don't know. Plus, I don't even know if that like the vehicle that I'm hearing in that Linda Lane section and those headlights, I'm going to have to go back and like look at it all over again. I don't know if that's even coming from the apartments. I think that might be coming from the other street, the way that it sounded. I don't know. He's got a lot to answer for at this point, because none of the stuff that he has said, none of the stuff that he said so far, besides like the scream, and even the scream, like he tried to remove the fact he even said anything about a scream from his entire statement. And now we're hearing the freaking scream. And now that we're questioning the narrative, suddenly they're giving us all this, you know, they're going to just mute every damn thing when it comes to clarifying anything that he said. Maybe he's the CI. Maybe Enon Harsh is the CI. Who knows? I just don't trust anything anymore. This is so wild. So freaking wild. Oh, person with the backpack. Are they super drunk or what's going on here? So that's... Yeah, they got to be drunk. It looked like as soon as they got on the steps, they had to catch themselves. So 143 and 57. Drunk person. I can't tell if this is a chick or a dude. Look at all the black lights. Look at all the black lights. That's a dude. There's a car at 144. It's a man. That's a dude. And then 144.18, another vehicle. This could be Enon, I guess. No. Is that Gower again? Bro, that's the same vehicle. That's the same. That's his like signature move. He pulls in, he does that, and then he backs up. So that he just like picked them up to take them somewhere, and then he's bringing them back again. Or what are you doing, bro? This has to be him. He left at 1:39 and 26. He's only been gone 5 minutes. I'm sorry. What did you just do, sir? What the frick just happened? Nobody got in or out. Okay. Drunk guy goes over to the edge of the porch, probably talking to someone, because why else are you doing that? But now this, okay, so he's going to back all the way out. I don't see a single blurry, ghosty anything getting in or out of this vehicle. It's just sitting there for a second. But that's his move. That's his move. Drunk guy is still over here on the balcony. There is nobody getting in or out of that vehicle. There's nobody walking in the light right here to like make me believe anything's happening. The only thing that's happening now is he's getting back into gear. Nobody got in or out that damn car. But as soon as he leaves, drunk guy goes into the freaking house. What is happening? Weird, weird, and weird. So this is about the time that he's like about to get the message. Because he claims he's already in downtown whenever he gets the message from them. That looks like the freaking Prius. And again, it's that signature move. He always does that. He pulls in and he backs up. It's like he thinks it's cool or some shit. It's what he always does. And we know that because we see that another car that looks just like that doing the exact same thing in some of the later footage. So we know that he goes back and forth like a shit ton. Like a shit ton. Bro was gone 5 minutes, pulled in over there, didn't do shit. Like, I'm really confused about why the frick he was even back. Was that the timestamp that he just got, like, the message, maybe? How wackadoodle. Whack-a-frickin-doodle. I don't see nothing happening. I don't see nothing going on. Still nothing. Yeah, Enon's going to have to explain himself. Faux shizzle. Because this is crazy. Okay, so what's happening right now? Girls should be getting picked up in about 2 or 3 minutes. They're still ordering at the grub truck right now at this point in time. So Eric should be almost there. I feel like it's like more like the 50. That light just turned on. This light right here gets brighter. Right here. And remember, Jack leaves the club about 10 minutes or so, at least from the reports, is what it looks like. About 10 minutes or so after Kaylee and Maddie leave, him and 2 others, I think. Him and 2 others get picked up by Peyton Rossi. It's either Rossi or Rosie. Because, they blur that out too, even though he's a whole damn adult. So I don't even know how to pronounce his name. But we went over that interview. He's got the mustache. Frat president that was sober bro that night. Actually, I think he wasn't supposed to be sober bro. There was a car incident that happened and he got a phone call after he went to bed and had to go pick them up. Because, I think the other guy got pulled over or some shit like that. I just saw, something over here. Oh, lights are getting turned off right here. See, I wasn't even looking. When did they get turned off? Huh. Okay, so that light's off up there. So whoever's in there is either going to bed or they've walked out the room. I wish this had sound. Oh my God. Crazy. Oh, thank you, Genrod. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the $9.99 private account. And thank you for the $4.99 She Beast. Looks like the guy on the the flannel. I'll put that next to the timestamp so we could compare the shirt. It did have a familiar color to it. Because I have to, like, I'm going to end up doing more like clips the way that I did of the car coming in, going through the Banfield, coming in, picking up the people, the guys, like the heads running across the light and all the Banfield stuff. The way that I put those together, I'm going to end up doing more stuff like that with all of the different angles now. So I'll be sure to go back in and see if that's him. Or if at least if it's like similar enough. Okay, vehicle. 149.41. Vehicle in. Truck. To the cul-de-sac. There is no baller SUV. There is no baller SUV. No, I can't do it simultaneously, but I plan on putting them all together like that. At the end of the day, what I plan on doing is grabbing all the Linda Lane shit, the one that's Linda Lane 4 down that looks at Taylor that I use some of the pieces of, and all of the footage, the 1255, and now I've put in a FOIA in. Well, I put a FOIA in last week for the noon to the 1 p.m. And eventually, like, the point is to have them come all together on one video, the way that I did the clips. That's what I hope to do, to have the entire, like, it be like a 12-hour long video. And when we have the Linda Lane, it gets smaller and everything's equal and whatever comes in, Banfield, all of it. Like, that's the plan. That's the plan, is for me to do all of that. That's like the final goal for all the footage. So no, I cannot do it live. I don't have the availability with my screens, but when I put everything together, it will not be a live review because it will be a 12-hour long video, but that's the plan. I'm just hoping that, like, my equipment lets me put something that long together. But that's the plan. And that'll help a lot because at least we'll be able to hear a little bit of something about what's going on from the Linda Lane stuff. Plus, when we drop, like, I'm going to drop the raw file. But because this one is like this, I'll probably go ahead and do a Linda Lane and then raw file together. I'll probably, like, let it go on Sunday maybe, because I'm going to drop the raw file for this one in the morning. I'm going to get it downloaded in 4K and then get it uploaded by tonight before I go to bed so that it's ready to premiere tomorrow. I just don't know. I'm going to try to get the Linda Lane for this together and then play it together, and I'll drop that Sunday so that we at least have that soon here. I'll probably start working on getting some of the Linda Lane stuff tonight because it's Friday, so I'm usually up all night. Yep, girl should be on the way. Girl should be on the way. We probably should, right? I'm gonna write that ish down. She's hearing it because she's watching Linda Lane, not because she's watching this footage. It's not the same footage. She's listening to the in-sync timeline so she can hear what's on the Linda Lane that we don't have. There's lights coming from right here. Is that the truck? Backing up truck, yep. So he's there for like 4 minutes and then leaves. Interesting. Okay. About 2.5 more minutes, you're going to see Eric Gower's vehicle pull in. Maybe I should go ahead and maybe I should let the raw file go. Okay, 154. Maybe I'll do the raw file on Sunday, and tomorrow make sure that I do this with Linda Lane so that there's more of a preference for sound. Because if I do it tonight, I have time to do it tonight. I just thought the raw file might be better, but maybe the Linda Lane sound mix-up should be better too. That's a light colored car. That looks like the cop car. Cop car. That's what it looks like. See, like it's dark back there, but once it gets closer, it's light. Oh, no, see, it's so freaking hard to tell. I hate that they did this. This pisses me off so bad. And remember, he's claiming that he sat around for like 15 minutes somewhere to clean the seats. Let me slow this down. I want to try to like stop this damn thing. That's a silver cop car. That's the silver cop car. Exactly 1.5 minutes, because right at 156, you're going to see it take the damn corner. It just really pisses me off because we can't hear them open the door, get out the vehicle, talking, saying goodbye to him, closing the door. None of that. It pisses me off so bad. We didn't see Dylan walking. We didn't see Lakeland walking. We didn't see Bethany walking. We haven't seen shit when it comes to Xana and Ethan. This is pathetic. Like, there's really no other words for it besides disgustingly pathetic. She made sure to tell me, too. I'm about to leave. The other person's gone. All this other bullshit. Yeah, they knew what they were doing. See, if they gave this shit to me on Monday, they'd have to deal with me like all next week. But now they did this today. That means they have a couple days of a break before they have to deal with me. I know what they did. It's not like it wasn't deserved. I meant every freaking thing I said to these idiots. And I'm going to mean everything else I say tomorrow or Monday. I'm going to mean everything I tell them then. I can't believe how freaking pathetic this is. All right, here comes Gower. Let me make sure this is at regular speed. All right, here comes Gower. Right at 156. This is what the Goncalveses saw. But I highly doubt. And see, look, this is a thing. This is another thing. I just saw lights. Hold on a second. Okay, it's motion light. This is another thing. Steve Goncalves gave a screenshot of this camera footage at this time frame or somewhere around the time frame. I don't remember exactly the timestamp it was. Was it like 212 or 159 or some shit like that? He gave Brett Norton a screenshot of this to basically say that the Linda Lane audio is wrong. I have camera footage, leaked camera footage, like he stated on freaking live TV. I have camera footage that's closer to the house that proves that the Linda Lane sound is inaccurate. Mm-hmm. So if he has one that has the sound because he got it before the cops did, That means that he definitely knew about the scream and all these other things way before we did. And that he hears all kinds of stuff that we can't hear. Because how else do you know that the dogs even took Murphy out? You're not seeing it. You're not seeing that. You're not looking at 1122. You're not. Now look. Okay, so is that him? I thought he said he waited for 15 minutes and cleaned his vehicle out. Home dude was there 54 seconds. So he really did just like drop them off and get the hell out of Dodge right as another vehicle was coming in. So see, they didn't see shit. They did not see them actually physically get out of the vehicle. Whose car is that? See, I bet you anything. That's Jack Ducour getting dropped off right there. Again, he left about 10 minutes after Maddie and Kaylee did, and they spent about 10 minutes or so at the grub truck, and the timing would have perfectly lined up. The Goncalves didn't see anything. Should be. That should be Peyton Rossi. I see like someone just walked around the lights. And see, we don't know if like the girls noticed that they were getting home and she was like calling his name, trying to get his attention. Like we can't hear shit, man. This makes me so angry. Like especially seeing these cars and like knowing the times together right here. Like what? Backing up. Yep, that was dropping off Jack. I told you they got home less than a minute apart, you guys. That was less than a minute apart that they got dropped off between Maddie and Kaylee getting dropped off by Gower and Jack getting dropped off by Peyton Rossi. Less than 1 minute, 54 seconds. 54, isn't it? 54 seconds. Isn't that insane? I know. Unbelievable. I'm going to listen to Connor's Linda Lane because that one apparently came from a FOIA. And I know that it's like far away. And I know that they had to have done something to something because when we hear that damn scream at 227 and then we went to Linda Lane to listen to the scream at 227. No, it's not 220. Is it 227? Is it 227? Yeah, it's 227 in like 13 seconds on the 1112 camera. It starts an entire second earlier. It starts on the 12th second on Linda Lane. But then as soon as you start hearing it, the sound elongates and like blends into something else that sounds just like a loud whirring sound that goes on for like a few seconds. Saw that light? So someone turned the light on up here and then it gets turned back off. Maybe that's a bathroom light. But the sound is hella loud right here, and then you can barely make it out over there, but it's at the exact same time, but it's different, like something happened to the sound. It's very strange. It's been a whole 3 minutes since they've been home. It's crazy stuff. We're going to give a video together soon about all the freaking lies they told too, because they need to come out and take some responsibility. I'm sorry. Not sorry about it. It wasn't just Kaylee that died. Them coming out with the bullshit that they came out with and saying the things that they said changed the storyline for everyone. It literally changed Ethan and Xana's entire storyline for the entire 3 years when it came to their lie about the door. That's not okay. And honestly goes to theme because everything about Ethan and Xana has been bullshit from day one. We still don't have the actual like information we need to prove anything when it comes to the DoorDash other than that they lied to us about it. The TikTok timestamp, it's off by an hour and 4 minutes. Everything that they gave us is not correct. How Ann Taylor did not fight the PCA based off all of the inaccurate information. And then also on top of the fact that they're not even trying to use the vehicle coming out of WSU at trial anyway. How did she not actually fight the things that actually was fightable, the actual facts? She did nothing but agree to them and like argue things that kind of just pissed everyone off. That's really the only thing that she did. And if that's the case, you can't really like blame the entire thing that happened on just Judge Hippler, because it seems like that's been how it's been since Judge too. She doesn't seem like she's as strong as a lot of people thought, especially since she's like just like pleading out everyone, including the actual psychopathic killer with the tattoos all over his freaking face. She doesn't really have a spine, it seems. It really just doesn't seem that way. Okay, so yeah, we have like nothing happening right now. At this point, like the girls are apparently all up in Kaylee's room and they're discussing maybe possibly going to get some more food. And at some point, I'm going to assume around like maybe the 2:10-ish mark, or maybe a little bit longer than that. I'm not really quite sure. Kaylee's first call to Jack is at 2:26 a.m. And the next call, when she starts calling him back to back, is at 2:44. So I'm going to be really lazy and use a calculator to make sure that it's right because I'm exhausted. So let's see exactly how many minutes that is apart. 18 minutes. So they're on the phone. Oh my God. They're on the phone for 17 minutes and there's 18 minutes in between the 2:26 phone call and the 2:44 back-to-back phone calls, proving there's the time gap right there of the freaking 17-minute phone call. So that's most likely when Bethany and Maddie were outside with freaking Murphy. And right now, apparently, Judge Hippler is the first one to have told us this. This is a time again where they're all in Kaylee's room discussing maybe possibly going to get more food. And there is a recording that got released. And it was from a video that was apparently taken from Dylan's phone, it sounds like. And it's talking about like how drunk everyone is. And they're discussing going to get food. But now we have the 17-minute gap for the freaking phone call. And I just can't believe like Olivia and the Goncalves lied to us about that entire thing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Jack lied about it to the cops. We didn't even know about it until like, what was it? Like the third report, his third interview. So he lies about even like acknowledging the fact that he had a 17-minute phone call with her. And y'all don't even fingerprint his ass until summer of 2025, literally a month before the plea deal. This whole case is so fricked. It's so fricked. Oh, man. I hate this whole thing. One of these days, this will be not redacted. And we will hear a plethora of things that we can say, I effing knew it. I just know it. I just know it. This is insane. This is insane. I'm glad I have my little spreadsheet here, because I completely forgot the time of the first call to Jack was at 2:26. But yes, we need to remember that the Goncalves and Olivia all knew about the phone call that night before they even saw Jack on the 14th. As Olivia was driving in the night of the 13th, she got all of this information. They not only lied about that, but then for some reason, Steve Goncalves felt the need to call Eric Gower, the strange airplane liquor bottle freaking married weirdo, a family member, and talk about how helpful he was as a family member. He was a stranger to you. And the lie about, oh, they were being chaperoned. Oh, they took all the precautions. Okay, but they didn't. Jack was the last minute. They were going to go and do whatever the frick they wanted to do, regardless of if Jack Showalter was going along with them or not. And that doesn't change anything, and it doesn't put any weight on anything. But the simple fact that he came out here just like twisting things from day one. And you guys that were here, you guys remember us going back over like the interviews they did with Olivia whenever Olivia was still pregnant, and how she's like looking over her shoulder and like trying to make sure that she says the right thing. And he keeps interrupting her and like making sure that she uses the right verbiage for things. And the whole thing is very freaking uncomfortable. The whole thing, going back and watching it, because back then, like, we just thought that they were just like in distress, right? But after learning the truth about things and it being so long and seeing how many other things are so freaking comfortable lying about, how many things they're okay manipulating for $1, let's be so freaking serious. The restitution argument was enough, okay? Come on now. You've got hundreds of thousands of dollars in GoFundMes And you're petitioning for $1,400 you'll never get because he's in there for life. What? Those things were paid over like 1,000 times over by your fans. What are you doing? You want attention. That's all this was. That's all that whole entire thing was literally just for attention because the case was over and they were feeling an itch for the spotlight that they were missing. That's all that was. Let's be so freaking serious. It put them back on Banfield. It got them back with Brian Inton. That's all they cared for. The whole thing is just disgusting. Let's also not forget, they didn't leave their house. They were getting phone calls from a family member about Kaylee being dead, and they did not leave their house. They saw the house on the news. They saw that nobody was answering the phone. They were getting vandal alerts. They never left their house. All the adults in that house, nobody left the house to go down to Moscow to see what was going on. They all just stayed. Lights. They all just stayed at home. And on top of that, Steve Goncalves had some weird rash on his face for like the first time in like 20 plus years that Christy and him are in a relationship. Suddenly he's sick and he's in the emergency room or some sort of like urgent care with this thing on his face that's like stress induced or some crazy shit like that. Like in the wee early hours of the morning, again, for like the first time in their entire relationship, he's suddenly like at urgent care as their daughter's being killed some hours away. It's all very, very strange and all very, very factual and said out of their own faces. I don't make things up. Those are things that were said in interviews. As a matter of fact, Christy is the one who told us about Steve's little emergency room visit because it shocked her. He had never been sick the entire time they'd been in their relationship. You know, throwing kids off to the trash and all. He's never been sick. But the night, the morning, the wee hours that their daughter is slaughtered, suddenly. There's always been so much. There's always been so much. At this point, the girls are like still, I guess, talking about what they're doing because it's not until 2:10 that Dylan messages Eric Gower. And he responds like 3 minutes later. Like 3 minutes later. Oh, thank you for the 2, Shelly. Thank you for the 2, Michelle. Read chat for what? Gotta tell me exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, who is you? What time is this? Okay, this is the first car that's showed up since everyone got dropped off. This is 2:08:10. This could be Gower again because it's been some time. It's been some time. Little dark car. Little dark car. That's what it was. 3 minutes. I'll go back to 4. Is that what y'all were all talking about? I have it, like, I have to cut off like half of the freaking chat in order for me to be able to pull this thing up all the way. I've tried several different times. I'm going to play it. I've tried several different times, different cords, different ways, like all the different connections to try to get like 2 monitors hooked up to this thing. It's my drivers. They're like out of date and they're not updating correctly for some reason when I try to get them from HP. But this thing is old. It's been time to get a new computer. So I'm going to do that soon here. I'm somebody who doesn't care about making monthly payments on things. To me, it's easier. I have no issue going to Rent-A-Center. Okay, I will do it. I will do it. I probably will do it because I need a new computer. Is this far enough? Okay. Oh, 2 and 3. Okay, hold on. I'll go back a whole nother minute before. Okay, this should be good then. Okay. So that, yeah. Okay. So this is going to be at like 202. Okay. Let's watch it. Okay, that was like a little bug right there. Talking about right here in the window. There's a lot of movement in this house, so a lot of that's like, to me, pictures or them like moving in front of the lights certain ways. If that's what you guys were talking about. Like, I know there was somebody trying to say that like they thought there was like some sort of like pew pew thing happening here, and that's like where it really took place. But we are watching these cameras the whole time, and unless they're like dragging bodies all the way across the neighborhoods to go around the cameras to put them into 1122, then that shit's just not plausible. Okay, now we're past 203. I don't see anything else. Was that is that what y'all were looking at? Just that one little speck right there? I don't see nothing else. Yeah, I don't see anything. I haven't seen her walk back up. I saw a guy come up after she left, but I haven't seen her come up. That was after she left, right? I know that Bubbly's listening along on the Linda Lane. Is she? I mean, I'm stopping and going back too. I know that's probably like annoying for her to try to keep up with. I am going to work on getting that together tonight. So I'll put the raw footage out on Sunday morning, and I'll put Linda Lane next to this, like together for sound tomorrow morning. I'll work on that tonight because it's only 7:48. And it's not like I have to sit here and edit stuff. It's literally just me like figuring out the size I want them on the screen and then downloading the shit with the volume up in 4K. Like, that's all I have to do. That's why it pisses me off what happened today with Moscow. I know what they did because it would take them no longer than what I do. They just did the opposite of what I do. They muted the shit. I up it from 100 to 200 and then hit download. I know what they did. It took them 30 seconds. 30 freaking seconds. Disgusting. Disgusting. That needs to be a meme of fake dot. Disgusting. I want to make a meme of Ninja Cat too. I need to find it. I need to go back and find the timestamp for Ninja Cat. Because that was kind of cool to see the cat go crazy. But I know I like cats. Let's go ahead and speed this up. It's just like, I can't believe. If this had sound, it wouldn't be so annoying. Okay, so the lights over here just turned on. Like, you see, already know, like, I never try to speed this shit up. And now I'm just like, can we just get to it? Because like, there's no sound. So what are we here for? They did a really good job making sure that we don't get what we get from any of this. Nothing that we want. She still has not messaged Eric Gower at this point, though. I am curious if he does like come back into the neighborhood, but like he just doesn't like go to the house. Like, does he come back and like hang out at the dumpster and clean out his car? Because I remember him saying something about that, but there's so many dumpsters on this road. So I don't know which one he stopped at. But he claims that he was stopped for like 15 minutes. Some shit like that, cleaning out the back seat because Maddie was eating the carbonara with her fingers and it got on the back seat. That's the story that he gave in his report, if I remember correctly. Some wild shit like that. Oh. Vehicular coming in. 20813. You're kind of fast, aren't you, broski? That's Eric again, bro. Either that or it's Peyton Rossi. Because I think he did say that he had another pickup like right after Jack, I think. It's one of them. I know this is about the point that we went backwards, but I'm really I don't know if this is Peyton or if this is Eric. Because the Eric and Peyton, they left within like a few seconds of each other around like the 56 mark. So it's been at this point, like, what is that, like 12 minutes? That could have been enough time for him to go back downtown, pick up somebody else, and then come back. Is he still there? Oh, here we go. This is normal speed, right? It feels like it's going faster. Okay, here we go. Is he backing out? And did he turn around? Let's see. I guess we're not going to know until he gets into this spot right here. Backed out. That's got to be Gower. He's the only freaking one that does that. This is Gower. Bet anything. That's Gower. I love how they blur the shit out of everything with their low quality. It's so horrible. So horrible. Okay, so 210. This is where Eric Gower is getting a message from Dylan. Will you please tell me if you're still driving, sir, please? For some reason, I'm hearing Dylan speak like Gypsy Rose, but that just obviously means I've been listening to too much Gypsy Rose trash that's been coming out. I can't believe that girl is ever out of jail. Oh, my God. I cannot wait to do a reaction video with Ariel about all the crap coming out about Gypsy Rose. She's going to lose her shit. She's going to lose her shit. So what I'm wondering is if he actually does come back to the neighborhood and he's like waiting around to see if she messages him about what she wants to do. And in that time frame is when he's actually like back in the neighborhood and he's cleaning out the car. But I could have sworn he did say that he hung out for like almost 15 minutes cleaning that damn car out. But we've seen what seems to be him going back and forth several times. And he definitely, like, it's still in that 15-minute-ish time frame. It's been 11 minutes past 2, 4 minutes. Yeah, it's like 4. We're literally at the 15-minute mark right now. There's a cat. And I swear that's him driving back and forth because no one else does that thing right there. So he's not being honest. It sure doesn't seem so. Sure doesn't seem so. That's why I cannot wait to do report to video comparison. We still have to clip the piece that we found in the comparison that we did with Warner and Noon's reports when we went back and watched the body cams and saw that Noon's report has a false statement in it. I forgot to clip that part. I don't think I'm going to clip it. I think I'm just going to redo the whole thing. So much inconsistency. So much incorrect information. You know what's crazy too is that the state, when they finally gave us a bunch of their information, they completely didn't put anything in here about the original phone call to Jack at 226. That was something from the very, 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 very beginning that we've just held on to, because after that we only got the missed calls, the missed calls, the missed calls. They forgot all about the original call at that point. Now, look, all this time later, here it comes right back around, and it turns out that Jack didn't even tell the cops about it. He tried to act like it just didn't even happen. The Goncalves knew about it, didn't say a damn thing. Freaking crazy shit. Okay. Dylan is now getting a text back. Now, if you go based off of what's in the court report, there's nothing again until I think it's Bethany's call to Maddie. Maddie's call to Bethany. But we have other information. But there's like 13 minutes between now, like Eric sending the message, and Kaylee calling Jack for the first time, because she calls him for the first time at 2:26. Let's speed this up. 1.5. Movement. I am glad that we got this now instead of later, though. Like, could you imagine how much more pissed off we'd all be? Like, we're already pissed, but could you imagine if we actually waited until freaking Monday and then this was the bullshit? And then, like, they're out the rest of the week because it's the freaking holiday and we didn't get to yell at them sooner? Like, they obviously know that I'm going to record my phone calls with them at this point, so they just better be ready for it, because that's what's about to happen too. I cannot believe the bullshit. They got to give me, like, full-on explanations. And that detective, I want to know who he is. And I will FOIA. I mean, if I have to FOIA it, I'll FOIA it. It might not even be the same detective every time, which is curious too. I don't know if it's the same detective every time that looks at the redactions. I wonder what we could hear right now. What? There's no sound. What are you talking about? You must be, like, on Linda Lane and not, like, where we are. Because, no, there's no sound. You must be where we went to Linda Lane. Nothing else happening? I don't think there's anything on the timestamps either. Nope, not till 26. God, there's so much to go over this weekend. Well, I mean, my microphone is on and I have, like, aminals, but none of my aminals barked, so maybe that's your neighborhood. I don't know. There's no sound. There's no sound. I tried to see in Clipchamp. It didn't grab any sound. I'm going to try to re-download it again and see if maybe there is an error. I highly freaking doubt it. I highly doubt it. They did this on purpose. They knew that we were listening for things. They knew what we were expecting to find. This is like revenge redaction, is how I feel about it. Like, honestly, this is pathetic. Yeah, it was probably my kid. Because Don's in the living room. So his voice is going to travel down the hallway. But my dogs didn't bark. He's making noise, though. But no, there's no audio. Anything you're going to hear besides me talking is my children. I wonder where Eric is right about now. I want to get more information on what he was doing. Like, for realio. See, at any point, at this point, like, we could be hearing Xana and Ethan coming up the steps from across the band field, coming back home. I mean, it'd be great if we saw, like, a Jeep or a black SUV, because then maybe we'd get an idea of that's them coming home. Maybe they drove the black SUV back. But we haven't seen none of that either. Because we can't see the parking area, so we don't even know what the cars look like in that parking spot right now. We have no freaking clue what they looked like up until the cops got there, and we see it on body cam. And so that sucks. 4 more minutes until she calls Jack for the first time. Yeah, I don't see how I couldn't appeal this and be like, there's no way that the entire freaking thing had to be redacted. Y'all are just lazy and mad that I'm telling you that you're lazy and not doing your job correctly and you did this incorrectly. Like, I know damn well I should be able to appeal this and make them actually sit down and do for real redactions. Like, if there's really, I mean, if they could sit down and blur faces, they could sit down and like make sure that there's certain things that are only redacted and we could hear everything else. We should be able to hear the background noise. But I told you guys, I just knew something bullshit was going to happen, because look what happened with 10-11. 10-11 was done after the fact because they forgot to give it to us in the original submissions, and that's the only one that had elongated mutes. Oh, what is this? Some sort of glitchy glitch. It's the only one that had elongated mutes on it was the 10-11. Everything else that came to us in the original response, all in the files together on, like, what was it, December 4th, we got everything. All of those, like, seemed pretty normal. Like, faces were blurred, but I don't think we had any actual, like, muted sounds except for, like, where the 5-minute segments came together. The 10-11 that they held back from us was the only one that had elongated mutes. Right after what was very distinguishable, like, voices speaking. Just like the audacity to charge the audacity to charge an extra $167 just for them to have muted the whole thing is, I think, why my flabbers are so gasted. Because, like, what the frick? The audacity. It's got to be on sale for Christmas, I swear. Okay, uno momento until she calls Jack. Yep, 2:26. Kaylee's first call to Jack. So I guess I'm going to look and see if I see any lights or anything. Come on over here. Okay, right about now. Right as a headlight comes in. Check that out. Hey, that looked like a dark SUV. Slow it down, Haas. Is this the black SUV? Like the one parked? Oh my God, look how freaking blurry this shit is. That looks like a black SUV. I'm going to slow it down. It'd be really cool if we could know if this was Ethan and Xana driving home for the night in the black SUV. I slowed it down to 0.5. I guess we would need to know if these headlights end up in Linden Lane at all after this to know if maybe this is where it stopped. I guess that could be a good thing. Bubbly, if you are watching the Linden Lane stuff at 2:26, can you see if lights show up at Linden Lane after 2:26:14? I'm going to stop right here because I don't want to miss this answer, and I know that she's listening. So I'm going to give it like 2 minutes. I'm going to go play it back, and I'm going to listen. Okay, if there's no headlights in the next like 90 seconds to, I don't know, 2 minutes full, I'm going to wonder if that's Hunter's SUV. Do I need to slow the chat down? I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't want to do that. I always get pissed off whenever it's like that. Let me let this play. That's what I'm wondering. If we get any sort of, maybe sort of answer a little bit, it was. Well, I also had it up a little bit higher. You can see reflections. I don't know if you could you see the lights from that far down? Yes, it's horribly, horribly, disgustingly blurred. You can see the reflection. I see lights on the trees, but not on the lane at 13:30. Go see tail. I don't know. Wouldn't that be some shit, bro? And a whole 3 minutes before the scream. You see reflections, but no. Oh my fucking God. If that's, yeah. I don't have a choice but to put Linden Lane together tonight because now I'm like freaking the fuck out. Yeah, but they're not going to play here because they freaking muted the whole freaking damn thing. That's wild, isn't it? I'm going to pull up Linden Lane here in a minute. If that, like, if we get anything, can we maybe, hopefully, maybe see if that could maybe possibly be them freaking driving home? Like, just if anything, if any freaking thing, bro. And yeah, that would be really freaking wild with Stacey Chapin's freaking damn comment about 2 o'clock being such a dark hour. And this is like a minute before the freaking scream. Like, I'm sorry. Oh, like I'm getting nauseous. I'm like legitimately getting nauseous. 2 to 3. All right, I'm going to let the car come back, and as soon as it gets out of view, I'm going to pause this, and we're going to go over to Connor's FOIA version of the time frame for Linden Lane. Here we go. Right at 226. Right at, oh my God. Okay. Now remember, I have this slowed down to 0.5. I'm going to pause it as soon as we get over, as soon as it gets to the balcony. I'm going to clip this portion to, that's definitely a dark SUV, bro. So it would have to be after 126 and 14. Hold on, guys. Bazinga. Here we go. Let's get it up where we need it. 25, 26. It should be coming through on 11:12 in about 5 seconds. This is where it goes out of view of 11:12. Okay. So that headlight could be coming from across the way, like through trees and stuff. But I don't see it actually coming into the parking lot. So they could have like turned a little bit and the headlights kind of like shined across the way we see headlights on the houses go across. Oh my God. I'm waiting. How much do y'all want to bet that's exactly Hunter's vehicle? And that's Ethan and Xana driving it. That's the scream. And you see how it goes? You see how it sounds weird as shit right there? Go back. I think we just saw Hunter Chapin's freaking SUV being driven by Ethan and Xana pulling in right before that scream pops off. Does that not sound like, I mean, this isn't shit we're making up. I know that we don't know for sure if that's his SUV, but we're not seeing it come back here. We're trying to use process of elimination. I think that might be what this is. And what did Stacy Chapin say? That 2 o'clock will always be a dark hour. Well, this is 2:25, 2:26, 2:27. This is insane. Okay, one more time. I'm going to get these two pieces clipped together and have them out tonight, but I'll have the full thing side by side out in the morning. Cars pulling into 11:12 right now. Right now it's off of view. At 27 and 12 seconds, you hear the scream. I am, but I'm going to pull up the one that has sound. Because remember, we have 225 and forward. So the 226, 227 portion, like we had that. I don't remember seeing that vehicle and making that assumption. So we're going to pull that part up real quick too and watch this pull in, because I don't remember seeing at 226. This is the one that'll have sound. This is the one with the scream. Okay, just be freaking warned right now. This is the one with the scream. This is the one that we had that has the sound. This is the original ones that we got. Okay, there it is. Holy shit. And there's already a bunch of like crazy sounds going on as we're seeing this go on. That easily could be happening literally at 11:22. That shit's so loud. Big bassy SUV. We did hear that in the first time, but I don't think that we like stopped to think about like, holy shit, that could be Hunter's SUV. Okay, let's go back. Listen. This is so crazy to hear now. After the silence, it's crazy to hear. I'm going to clip all this together and put it out tonight. This portion. Definite conversation. I wish we could clean that up. Like actually clean it up. The problem is too, though, we don't hear car doors. I mean, they could have shut them really quiet to like not make any noise, but we don't hear car doors. And you continue to hear like what sounds like crying afterwards. I don't know, guys. It's very possible that's what we just saw. It's very possible. I can't sit here and say 100% because they redacted so much of the other one. We're having to go back and forth. I'm going to put everything together, like I said, like in all like the clips, everything together. But damn, if that doesn't seem like that could be Hunter's SUV coming in. Man, yeah, no, I'm gonna get all those clipped tonight after the live, because I saw somebody mention the pizza. I did not order the pizza for me. I will be doing something else. So while I'm waiting for my stuff, I'll get this together and posted, like those segments. And I'm probably gonna also grab Stacy Chapin's comment, because all of that together is really freaking scary. Super scary. Can't say 100,000%, but it sure freaking seems interesting. Lots of movement at 11:19 constantly. I mean, I know it's busy, but like, damn. So Kaylee and Jack are on the phone right now, apparently, you know, on top of that. Like right as that SUV pulls in, and right as we're hearing that guttural scream, Kaylee is on the phone with Jack, which means that Jack would have been awake and he didn't hear a scream. He didn't hear a scream. We know that Kaylee called him. We know they were on the phone for 17 minutes, and he did not hear a scream a minute after picking up the phone and talking to his ex-beloved. It's a little strange. Little strange. I really do wonder, though, because the way that we're being told now is that Ethan and another freshman came over and basically walked Xana, Maddie, and Bethany over to the party, but then it ended up not really being that way. Like, they walked over there with that being the intention, but then what we were told is that Maddie, Bethany, and the freshmen walked over to the party first, and Xana and Ethan came behind them. I don't know how long after, but that's how it was described. So the entire thing, even how they got to the party, has been all over the place, because in the interviews in the James Patterson book and in the Amazon series, they say that Xana was already at the party when Ethan and Hunter got there. But the freaking Bethany is telling us that's not how it took place, that Ethan and a freshman came over there and they ended up leaving in separate times. Ethan and Xana stayed behind. Again, I don't know for how long. She wasn't specific. Dylan was also the person to have seen Xana and Ethan the latest at the party, because they have between 8 and 9 for Bethany, which honestly isn't even true, because it was like, what, 9 o'clock when Hunga Dunga was over? Like, it was only from 8 to 9. So they had to go drop off Maisie and then get over there to pick up the girls before going to the party. So it would have had to have been between like 9 and 10. All footage we don't have. But if he took his Jeep and drove his Jeep to then walk them over, and they ended up walking over and not taking the Jeep, then driving Hunter's SUV when Hunter is already at home so that they could drive home and the Jeep's already at 11:22, that makes sense to me. That makes complete sense to me. I bet you anything that was Hunter. Not Hunter, but it was Ethan driving Hunter's SUV. I bet you that's what that was. Crazy. Thank you for the $10, Vanessa. Thank you for the 5XO. There are so many people watchers. That's why there's so much blurred out. A guy named Jim came from the rugs and is also from there. There's a lot of back and forth crazy stuff in there. I don't believe Molly's story either with her bullshit. That's the problem, is that, like, they're giving us, is this still at like 0.5? No, sorry guys. All right, I put it back at normal. There's like so many different sketchy things in this whole thing. It's literally a game of Clue. We have Hunter Johnson not being honest about the knife thing. He never tells the police that he picked it up off the floor and put it on the table. He's acting like it came from the kitchen, but Bethany is like, I never saw him. It looked familiar, but I never saw him go get it. No one saw him go to the kitchen. And then on top of that, he shows up to the police department in pants. He changes his outfit, like he changes his bottoms. That's weird to me. Jack's not being honest about his phone calls. The Goncalveses aren't being honest about a lot of shit. The Chapins have been trying to erase Ethan from this entire thing from day one. I mean, if you've been here and have been following along with the documents the whole time, you know that the original report that was written by Brett Payne had a lot more detail about Ethan. That's how we knew about like marks on his legs and shit like that. They watered down so much when it came to Ethan. It's disgusting. That is not the same vehicle. This looks tinier. I'm going to go back and make sure. This looks a lot tinier. Go forward. That looks smaller than the SUV. Yeah. This is like way up here. Oh yeah. No, whatever this vehicle is way smaller. This one is like a hatchback compared to that one. Yeah, this is like a hatchback. That's way smaller. Oh yeah. That looks way smaller. Why is there a reflection on the side right there? Did that have a logo on the side of it? Is that a cop car that we didn't see come in? Is that a cop SUV that we like missed? Is that what came in? Was that a cop SUV that came in? Look at the reflector. Look at the reflection. I I can almost make out words. Like, I'm really not trying to trip out. It just looks like it from here. There's something on the side of that vehicle. Hopefully when I download this in 4K, it freaking does something. I sure hope it does something. Thank you for the 10, Wellington. That was wild. I don't know what that is. Now, I know this is stuff like from 25 forward is stuff that we have definitely seen with sound. We're just going to let it play. That's it. Wowzers, bro. Wowzers. I don't even understand the bullshit with all of this. 154. I'll have to go back and look. That's why I need a cross-reference on the screen, but it's so difficult with how blurry everything is. I really do hope that once I've downloaded in 4K, it's at least a little bit better. But I again, I'm not going to sit here and say that I am 100% correct, but it sure looks like that could have been Hunter's SUV. But the other car that comes out, like, it looks like it's maybe an SUV. It looks smaller than the one that comes in, and it can't be the angle because they're coming from like they're the same spot, like the same position. Hopefully, again, when it's in 4K, it looks better. That was really insane. I mean, they in the report say that they like saw people walking. Some of them were blonde. Like, I'm wondering if did they see Dylan in Lakeland? Did they see Bethany coming back? Did he actually see Kaylee and Maddie getting out the car? I don't know. I'm just really wondering if that was Hunter's SUV that we saw maybe being driven by Ethan. Because again, if they drove the Jeep for the Hunga Dunga thing, and him and another freshman went over there to bring the girls over there, maybe his Jeep was already parked there because that's how they got there to pick up the girls. And because him and Xana stayed behind and the other two girls left with the freshmen, maybe they just figured to go ahead and walk. But on the way back, they didn't want to walk. Maybe they decided to drive, and he just took his brother's keys because Hunter's already home. They're triplets. It had been nothing for them to share each other's vehicles. And everyone says that the black SUV was basically being shared between Hunter and Maisie anyway, which I find interesting because Ethan was the one failing and that got kicked out of the frat, but he had his own Jeep, and the other two triplets had to share a vehicle. That's an interesting dynamic. I just thought about that just now. That's interesting. But yeah, I wonder if that's them driving home. We don't see it go into Linda Lane. It's right before the freaking scream happens. And Stacy Chapin made a crazy comment. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. Okay. I am going to clip those pieces and just get it out there, just those pieces, to just get people's opinion on it. But I'm going to work on getting the Linda Lane for this section together with this, and that will be what I release in the morning so that we have a little bit of something. It's not going to be anywhere near what we need to, but I know that there's a lot of the screaming and the stuff that you do sort of pick up, but then we'll also be able to see how many cars go all the way into that parking lot and how many don't. So it'll give us another reference too. And then Sunday morning, I'll release just like the full 4K file with the Google Drive down on the bottom. I'm so pissed at this being, I was not expecting this to be freaking mute. I was not expecting this to be muted. And that's another thing though. I'm also going to try to re-download it. I will re-extract it. I'm going to go to Zen2, click the link again, get back on the thingy. I don't think it'll let me re-download the file because it's already like grayed out. So I'll open the zip file and re-extract it and see if there's an issue. But the only way that I'm going to know for sure if like this is some sort of like technical error is if they respond to me on Monday and say, it's not muted. Maybe there was a technical issue, and they have to send me a whole nother link. Because at this point, again, like Zen2, once you click it and you download the file, like it crosses it out. Let me try to open it right now and see if it lets me. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm clicking. I have to prove I'm a human by telling them that I know what are traffic lights and what aren't. If I could see, that'd be great. Oh my God, I failed it. Guess I'm a robot. Oh my God, come on, bro. Finally, okay. Yeah, it's grayed out because I've already downloaded it. So the only thing at this point I can do is re-extract it. I think I can do that with me, like right here. No, because I don't know what it's going to end up doing to my stuff. Okay, I'm going to re-extract it and see if something is different. Again, the only way I'll know is if she sends me an email on Monday and she's like, oh, wait a minute. No, there was sound. What do you mean? Because then she'll have to just resend it to me. And it just is what it is. She's going to have to just resend it to me. But I'm telling you right now, this was a revenge redaction. They knew exactly. I made it very clear in every phone call. I made it clear to the Lauren lady. Y'all heard the voicemails, the conversations that I had with them. I made it very clear what we were expecting from this footage. And little miss, oh, I don't even know the suspect's name, is full of shit, in my opinion. Because remember, that's what she told me. When I was asking them about the interviews, anything with the family, and I'm like, anything with the suspect's name, and she's like, I don't even know who that is. Yeah. Yeah, this is Moscow. And they're blaming it on being a tiny town. They're blaming it on being a tiny town. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Nobody else should have it. She sent it to me 10 minutes before she was leaving the office for the day. So I don't know if anybody else got sent it. Like FOIA wise. But she sent it to me 10 minutes before she was leaving. So yeah. We'll see what she says on Monday. Because regardless, we're going to have a conversation. Either with her or with the city attorney. Because someone's going to explain to me why they didn't actually go in there and redact things the way that they should be redacting things. Like if you're going to charge me for specifics, like come on. Like there's no way the detective got 30 minutes into the video and was like, yeah, just mute the whole damn thing. No, y'all did that because you're mad at me. That's fine. I'm smart. Like I can fight you if I have to. So, you know, they're kind of dumb, honestly, to like think that I won't. But that's fine. We'll figure it out. I'm hoping so. That would be beautiful if it was just a mistake because she was in a rush and she screwed something up again. Like she very blatantly admitted to doing constantly on the phone. This girl has like no shame. She's really watching right now. I don't really give a fuck. She has no shame in admitting all of the mistakes that she constantly was making and like literally having no conscience about it. Like she, yeah, like, I understand your frustrations. No, your tone of voice and the way that you're nonchalant tells me you don't. It tells me you don't. Just disgusting stuff. Disgusting. Oh, thank you for the 199, Jody. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get off of here so that I can get the clips of those two things together and Stacey Chapin's comment. Hopefully I can get that out tonight. I should be able to get it out tonight. I don't see why I shouldn't have a little short about it out by like 10 o'clock. Other than that, I'm going to get the Linda Lane stuff. I'm going to put together the time frame that we need to put a little bit of sound to this, and then I'm going to release it. I'll probably make the 1112 camera the biggest one, But I'll have a Linda lane big enough to where you can see if there's like headlights coming in to be able to like differentiate and see what cars are going all the way through and which ones aren't. The only reason why Linda lane's even going to be on it is to give us a little bit of the sound. I don't want it to like take over the screen. That's my goal. It always seems to work when it's posted. Okay. Thank you so much for coming in here and listening to this insanity. I just don't even understand. I just don't really quite understand. Thank you so much for the super stickers and the super chats, the gifted memberships, the people that joined on their own, and everyone that was in here. Like, because y'all really like to listen to some silent movie. Like, This Is the 20s is wild. I can't believe they pulled that bullshit. Like, the second that happened, I messaged my friend, and I was calling him by his government first name. Like, because I was so in shock. I just like repeated his name twice. I was like, I don't even know what to do anymore. I am so shocked, but not shocked at the same time that they did this. Like, I was expecting some bullshit. Sometimes I really wonder if I like manifest the bullshit because I'm just like expecting the bullshit. So I wonder if sometimes me expecting the bullshit manifests the bullshit. Does that make sense? Because I swear one time I was like picking up my this is gonna sound stupid. I don't really give two shits. I had this thing and I was like gonna do my eyebrows, right? And I was thinking like, I hope I don't open it and cut my finger open. And the second I went to open it, not a millisecond after I had that thought, I sliced the shit out of my finger. And I'm like, if I wouldn't have just said that to myself, I probably wouldn't have just done that. So sometimes I wonder, do I manifest the bullshit when it comes to this damn case? Because I'm already so skeptical that I talk it into existence. I mean, I'm at that point, bro. I am at that point where I'm really starting to question my sanity. This is insane. I think I'm going to go make tacos. All right, you guys. Thanks for being in here. I'll get all that stuff together and ready to go. Y'all go gather and discuss this calamity. Oh my God. All right, you guys. Let me go ahead and roll this out while I can still function because this is just so stupid. Please do not forget to leave a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. All right, you guys. See y'all soon.